Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have some more AEW to WWE news. You know what I'm saying, bro? It looks like they just like their sloppy seconds, sloppy thirds in this case. It looks like Miro is looking at leaving AEW. Has he been released yet, fellas? Can y'all give me that news?
Well, what I can tell you, according to FightfulSelect.com, Miro did indeed request a release from All Elite Wrestling. A little bit of background here. Miro has not been seen on AEW TV since a show that the three of us were actually in attendance for, AEW Worlds, and in Long Island.
Shout out Lana. Shout out Lana. All right.
Well, anyway.
No shout out, Lana. Rusev was the prize.
Anyway, but has not been seen for a couple of months. There's been talk over the years of creative differences. There's been speculation about him not being used, things like that, on and off. Outside of one good run with the TNT Championship, Miro really has not been prominently highlighted on AEW TV. Brian, there's the chance that he is going back to WWE, though. He is one of their biggest he was a very big star for them. Rusev Day, was really big back in the day.
Rusev
Machka. We're going to see it. Is Rusev making a return to WWE 2025? Hashtag WWE Raw.
Yeah. I think so.
You heard it here first, folks.
Expert analysis by Brian, ladies
I think so. You know what I'm saying, bro? He don't got no other place to go. He not gonna go to Impact. I think he's too good for Impact. So
is he though?
Is he?
Chill out on my boy Rusev, bro. Get Lana appearing back up.
Too good.
Then throw Lana over back to Bobby Lashley, and then we cooking.
How old is Mr. Rusev? Let's look at that because I got a lot to say about this.
Hey, throw
38
Lana.
years old.
Hey, bro, let's talk about it. Y'all. Rusev and Damian Priest feud. That would cook for custody of Lana. That would cook.
For custody? Hey, I don't want to do that.
They already got divorced, though.
I mean, there's no custody of anyone.
I'm trolling, but
bro, that's an old WWE angle. Come on now,
but bro,
that is a Vince McMahon angle. I will say that.
Is it Lana with Priest? I thought she was with him.
Oh, she is.
I don't know.
Allegedly, we've seen pictures, we've seen the TikToks. That's what I heard. But, what do y'all think about Rusev altogether? Big Miro, because we think about what happened when he came to AEW. He was supposed to be a superstar leaving WWE.
They fumbled the bag.
Yep.
The best man. Like that was a terrible gimmick.
Horrible, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Miro, I actually like this look that he has in AEW. Like with the short hair, like bro, like you could build him into a monster. I just don't know what happened. I think it was getting lost in the shuffle again.
Yeah, I agree. So. I think they did. Oh, go ahead, Kenny.
Apparently, they said he was like refusing to do jobs, and he was injured, like back and forth. He was running into a lot of injuries. There was a problem with him. Something happened because if you think about when he picked up that Redeemer gimmick, I was like, there we go. This is exactly what we wanted to see from Big Miro. He did the thing with what's the guy's name? Samuel Guevara's friend.
Fuego del Sol.
Fuego del Sol, where his neck was like
that was a really good match. Yeah,
that was so good. Like Fuego is like he built himself up online, so people really didn't care about him too much, but the people who knew really knew. And he was in there cooking, and they had an amazing match. And I think that was the top, like the height of what Miro was doing.
I think so too. That run with the TNT Championship as God's favorite champion, in my opinion, it's the best thing that Miro did as Miro or Rusev. Like that was like that was the start of like. You felt like in a year or two, this guy was going to be like a big heel, like world champion. Like genuinely, that's the trajectory that you felt for him. And it was great. Like you had some great segments. You had some great matches. To this day, I have a memory ingrained in my head. It is Eddie Kingston in Chicago right before All Out 2021 going, Redeemer, redeem these anyway. And it felt like Miro was not only like on a roll, but he was a target. People wanted to face him, and he would dog walk people. And that's what was missing from like the last few years, quite frankly, of his run in AEW. I mean, he was also missing, which is a combination of injuries, creative differences, allegedly, things like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I think we can all agree. I would say overall, Miro in AEW has been a failure, and it's unfortunate, but it's one of those things that happens, I guess. I just don't think it was destined to work in the long run, and I hope that we do see him back in WWE. I think that him going back there now could do wonders for not only him, his gimmick, but I think Triple H has a chance to kind of right the wrong that Vince McMahon did with Rusev and not pushing him. I think we could see Rusev be very, very, hotly used in WWE, and I think he could be in a serious consideration for a world championship one day. Like at the rate you said, Kenny, what, he's 38 years old? At the rate some of these wrestlers are going, bro, age is but a number. It does not matter. How old is AJ Styles? Bro's got like the rib pack. I don't even know what he's going, bro. He's going crazy. I don't know what.
Eating a
I
lot
don't
of
know
meat.
what you're on. The juice is loose over in that WWE locker room, but like age is but a number. He's got 15 years left in him, quality years if he really wants it.
Yeah, I do say I think WWE wasted him in his beginning, like in the beginning of his career. But I didn't really see him as a WWE champion while he was over there doing his thing in WWE. Even when he came out in like the big tank, I saw him as the guy who kind of gets to that level and then he loses. Even when he had the Rusev thing, it was like kind of a joke with the Rusev day. But when he was the Redeemer in AEW, I was like, okay, there's a champion. So if he goes back to WWE, hopefully he would pick up that same gimmick, like God has forsaken me. I've been here, I've been there. This has been happening. Nothing has been working for me. And he just picks up that nasty heel gimmick. But the problem in WWE is it's not like it used to be. Nobody's beating Cody Rhodes unless it's Roman Reigns, and I don't think nobody's beating Roman Reigns unless it's Cody Rhodes. Like, you don't see these other guys come up like through the ranks and actually win these championships anymore. I think the title reigns are too long in WWE now, but that's another conversation for another day.
Baldy.
I mean, Vince started it though with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but that was like, he ain't do it with every title, bro. You look at the Intercontinental title.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
A long title reign. You look at the women's title. If Rhea Ripley ain't get hurt, she probably would have still been holding that title right now. Let's be honest. I mean, Bianca Belair, like, bro, Bianca Belair held the title for a year, and then her record got broken, like, right the year after.
Right behind it.
Yeah, like, I mean, let's talk about it, bro. Like, when it comes down to like these title reigns, they all are like kind of ridiculous. Like the Roman Reigns one, like, yeah, it got tedious at one point towards the end because every match like felt the same, but. Like, I wasn't even really tripping, bro. Like,
no, I wasn't tripping on Roman either.
They were building up to, because they were building that up to be like generationally historic, right?
Yeah,
like I get that. That's fine. And like it's Roman. It's Roman. Like everything that they were doing too, like leading up to that was like magic. Like, by the way, like the whole bloodline storyline, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, all that stuff was great. It's just like you do need that stuff though in the middle of those long title reigns to at least keep people hooked. I think that's the issue, right? They don't got people hooked. Cody, like Brian, we talked about this. Cooked. Like this reign is cooked. Let's be honest. His first title reign, and they cooked him. You want to talk about like Gunther? Gunther is at least like he's in some important stuff, and we know he's probably gonna hold the belt for a while. It's just about the consistency. Like you look at some of these other people, though, man. I'm like, who the hell? Logan Paul. Like why was he Intercontinental or was the United States champion for like 8 months, a year, however long he was? Like why? Why do we need that?
They need him to carry that belt around, man.
He was like the third. He was like the third or fourth longest reigning U.S. champion of all time.
That's the problem, bro.
Yeah,
he defended that belt like 2 times.
You know what? I was mad back then when John Cena always had the championship and he was always winning. But one thing about John Cena is he would lose that championship on a random pay-per-view. Like you didn't expect him to have like a championship reign that went from WrestleMania to WrestleMania. Some random guy like Sheamus would just come in there and take it from him. So I mean, that's one thing I did like about his reign back then.
Agreed. But we gonna get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all let us know down below how y'all feel about all this, man. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to kiss that ring. And make sure you guys go and subscribe and like Real Takes Wrestling videos over here right next to me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to show that boy some love.
Tell him to release the Vince McMahon video.
And tell him where they can find that at again.
Real Take Wrestling. It's over there. Go watch it.
Yes, sir.